Hey everybody, welcome to the Adept Icarus stream where we are going to be creating a new realm for Vi using Arium Create. That realm will be based on the World Tarot card. Before I get into that in more depth, we have some guests that are going to be here today, but a little bit about me. I'm Will. I am the Adept Icarus person as mentioned previously, and I am currently only about 8 feet away from a bookcase that you can like swing open like a door and walk through. Anyway, all right. We're going to bring in the other folks who are going to join us today. We have the amazing, the wonderful M. Earhart.
The
Welcome.
notorious M. Earhart.
Notorious.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's I think
yes,
that's what I'm gonna go by now. I
that makes
am
sense.
I'm M. I'm a TTRPG content creator and a designer working on Vi the Ancestrials, which is what we're making a realm for today. I have an excessive amount of siblings, and we are known worldwide. Just saying. But if you have the last name Earhart, people are gonna know.
That's true. Very true. Cool. Well, thanks for joining again today, M. This is exciting. We've been making a lot of progress on Vi stuff, and it's getting like closer, right?
It's getting like really close. It's like every time I'm
Yeah,
like, wow, we've come so far. And then I
I know.
look out into the future and say, and yet we have so far to go.
This will be the 12th, I think, of
Mhm.
22 realms that we're making for Vi.
We've
Yeah,
crossed the halfway point.
finally. It's a good
Finally.
feeling. It's very
Hmm.
cool. Yeah, awesome. Well, let's add our other guests in here. So we have yes, a renowned and maybe not notorious, but probably I don't know, well regarded, a frequent streaming guest on some channels, but not this one. Amanda Kahl,
Hey.
Hi.
welcome. Um, so you're gonna make art for us.
Yeah,
How
that's the
cool is that?
plan. It's very
Yeah.
cool. I'm excited too.
I'm
I
legit
ha
so excited.
I have done some art for Adept Icarus before, but
Mhm.
not on this particular project.
Right. It was on
That's right.
Arcadia, right?
Yes, I illustrated Arcadia. So,
I was actually at a convention recently showing people, and I was like, and this is Amanda Call's art. How cool is
look
this?
at it. Drew the best capybara.
You did. You did. I love the capybara. And you know, I got the opportunity to like autograph a few of them, and I said, beware the capybara or don't trust the capybara and some things
That's
like that in there.
amazing.
Yeah, and some random garbage. It was fun. Yeah. Very cool. Well, super glad to have you with us. This is going to be fun, and you've never played Arium before,
I
right?
have not. I may have illustrated an Arium related book, but I haven't actually played it yet.
Well, now's your chance. Yeah, we're gonna like dip you right into the deep end.
I'm
So, yeah,
excited for it.
awesome. And then we have one other guest who's joining us today. We're gonna have a what's the word for that? Something. We have four
Quartet?
people.
A
Those are the quartets. Yes, a quartet of creators. Yes, thank you. I don't know words, especially Latin ways of counting. Anyway, so we have Adam Clayton who's joining us today as a wonderful human. No, well, like, tell us a little about you, Adam.
Yes, I'm a RPG and board game enthusiast. I've played many games in the past, and yes, Will is correct. You can be talking about a game like Layers of Feelings, and I will probably talk your ear off about it, along with many others. But yes, yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. And you have actually been on the channel, and you've played
Many
Arium.
moons ago, yes.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Well, we're going to do some cool stuff today. We're going to work on the world. If you tuned into the stream we did, I think just last week, we did the tower with Chris McClanahan, which was a lot of fun. But yeah, today we're going to do a new one. So I guess I'll get some screen share going for us here. All right. So the world is one of the major arcana cards in a tarot deck. It is 21. Is that the last one? It's the last one, huh?
It's the final one, actually.
Yeah.
The world actually represents the ending to a cycle of life, like a pause before the next big cycle starts, which begins with the Fool.
Mm.
So yeah, it's like an indicator of like major and like major change. So that's kind of
Mhm.
like a fun little thing.
Yeah, that's way cool. Okay. Yeah, well, that's exciting. It's going to be interesting to build like a whole realm out of this. So, if you aren't familiar with Vi, just a quick recap of what Vi is. It's a multiversal game where everybody is from one of 22 different realms. Those 22 realms are based on these major arcana cards in a tarot deck. And yeah, and you're all like wise and powerful people who are trying to turn your realm from like somebody's realm is undergoing some kind of a dark age, and you're trying to like turn the tide and bring it back to something better with the help of people from other realms. So yeah, it's you have really diverse groups of characters in this game, and it's pretty cool. We've done a lot of playtesting so far, and we plan to do more, but it's been going really well. We're starting to do like longer running playtests now, where before we were just doing lots of like one shots and character creation and things like that. So it's been a ton of fun. Um, all right. Well, maybe we should dig in and talk about our Lacuni. So, as part of Arium Create, there's 7 steps. The first step is always Lacuni. Those are the things that aren't in the realm or the world or the setting or the universe or whatever that we're creating, right? And we have a few here that are just kind of baked in that we've already put here that are going to exist no matter what. So because we're going to publish a game, we're going to avoid other people's intellectual property and things that are copyrighted and stuff like that. So don't include any of your own intellectual property for this game. Of course, if you're playing Arium on your own or you're just with your own group, you can do whatever you want, right? But for this group, we're going to keep it clear of those things. We're also going to stay away from isms and hate and things like that, right? I think I misquoted Ferris Bueller last time, but it's okay. I won't misquote him again this time. But the idea is, we're just going to stay away from hateful things, generally speaking. Then we have our 6 areas where we have really strong realms that are almost entirely based around some of these concepts, right? We've got a really strong cyberpunk world, a really strong seafaring realm, a really strong gothic horror realm, something that's very focused around sort of demons and fighting them and things, and then an Arthurian nobility realm and a solar punk realm. So we're going to try and avoid those kind of themes and ideas and move into something new, something exciting. And so now all we have to do is spend a little bit of time to put down some Lacuni that we want as a group, if anything. We can think about these concepts of the world in terms of this, like it's assured success, a route, a voyage, immigration, flight, change of place, inertia, fixity, stagnation, and permanence on the flip side of that. And we are going to say what isn't here. And the idea behind this is it's partly, if you have any lines or veils types of things that you want to add here, you could say, hey, I'm very allergic to, bad things happening to animals, and you can absolutely put that, and this is a perfect time and the place to do that, right? If you can put any things like that in that you want, and then in addition to that, we can also add items that we think might breed some creativity in this world. Something that we could say, an example in the past that we used or that we have used is we could say, hey, maybe there's no keys in this realm for whatever reason, right? I just picked a random thing off my desk, right? Maybe there are no keys in this realm. And because of that, what happens? What does that mean, right? And later on, we'll define that. But for now, we just keep it simple and say, hey, for the sake of making something interesting about the world realm, what's not here? So we can spend a couple of minutes putting down those type of ideas, as few or as many as we want. Usually you don't find too many because you don't want to get too exclusive of like everything under the sun, or else then we don't have anything left to build from. But yeah, does that make sense to everybody? So if you look down a little bit from here, below the Lacuni section, there's 4 stacks of sticky notes. Everybody's got their name by one. We just randomly assigned your color to you. If you don't like your color, you can select all those notes, and there's a little color thing. You can change the color of them.
But
And
what if
so
I
what you
do
do is
like
you
my
just
color and I say
if
thank
you
you for giving me a good color?
exactly
I like it.
yes yeah good. Then you just grab one and you can drag it up into here, and you can write something on it, or you can not write something on it, but definitely probably want to write something on it if you put it up there, or write on it down here and then drag it up. But that's the idea, is just put it up in this Lacuni section when you get some.
I hope y'all are bringing your best ideas today, because I have no preconceived concepts for this world. So I hope like we can build something super cool together.
I'm
Yeah.
still low-key trying to figure out what we're doing. It's fine.
Yeah. So right now, what are things we don't want to play with? Like, do
Yeah.
we not want there to be dinosaurs? No dinosaurs. Things like that.
Sure.
Dinosaurs.
Always a possibility. Although, is that really a world without dinosaurs?
Dinosaurs are cool.
Yeah.
I'm putting this somewhat jokingly on just to seed reactions, but
Yeah. Put anything you want. So I'll set a little timer for us. I'll just set like a 2-minute timer and just write a few and put them up there, and then we'll talk about them.
Awesome.
Okay? All right.
What? No, now Miro's giving me weird pop-ups trying to tell me how to use it. Go away.
Stop it, Miro. My goodness.
Let me just flounder. No Drews?
Drew's not
No.
allowed.
No one named Drew. Not a thing.
Wow.
Or
Rough.
drawing. That could even mean like you can't draw in this realm.
But that's not how you. That's not how you.
That's fair.
That's not English.
That's past tense.
Who needs English?
Well, sorry for trying to be creative. Just gonna start crying over here real quick. Oh.
Not.
Katie says just put that there's no past tenses.
Really? Okay.
Ah!
do it.
Katie, I can't tell if you're being serial or not.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Do it.
Katie's gonna melt all
no.
our brains with the grammar. It's like,
Katie's an English major. I can't believe she'd suggest such a thing. There is no past. There is only the now. I'd say no history.
Ooh, interesting.
time is up. I
Okay.
didn't really contribute because I just started thinking about what is up here already. I do very much I co-sign post-apocalyptic though. Please.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Please
No
no
post-apocalyptic stuff. Fair enough. All right. All right. So we got that one. No post-apocalyptic. We've got a no optimism, which is interesting. We have no Drews, which is a terrible joke that I'm going to delete now.
Okay.
And then we have no tears. The no Drews was just a reference to Drew always saying no dinosaurs. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's all good.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But I like dinosaurs.
I know.
Well, dinosaurs can be in here, actually.
We didn't say there
them.
were no dinosaurs, did we?
Perfect.
No,
Can
we
be.
did not.
Dinosaur world, here we come.
It's happening.
Yeah, hey, anything's possible. All right. Any thoughts about these? Like, did anyone have any really hard um, uh, adherence they wanted to any of these, or are you just open to talk about it?
The
See what
optimism thing
makes
was
sense.
partially a joke, but it was also kind of like I was thinking in terms of like, yeah, this is sort of like, well, just from how you described, I'm not a scholar in the major arcana for tarot, but just how you described the world card. Wow, that covers my face. Awesome.
Go for it, Adam. Just
uh,
commentary.
yeah, just sort of capturing that idea of like a world at its end, right? Like sort of a world that is long lived. But then the post-apocalypse thing kind of got me like, okay, well maybe not like a post-apocalypse, but like it's just withering. I don't know. Those are just the thoughts going through my head as far as like sort of, and this is obviously like preliminary, right? Like we haven't even
Yeah,
gotten
yeah.
the first step of discussing what this is like, but just sort of I don't know, just preemptive, like, yeah, I don't know, maybe this should be kind of like a sad place. I don't know. Those are just my thoughts. But then no tears, that's sort of interesting as well. So I don't know. Anyways.
I mean, having the point counterpoint of no optimism and no tears kind of gives it this kind of like Zen acceptance kind of vibe of just like whatever is happening is what is happening. Like we're not having an emotional spin to it. This is just what it is.
It's
Yeah.
the living embodiment of it is what it is.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. We can tie those together like that. And then we got no post-apocalyptic. I'm fully behind that too. No concerns. Okay. Do we feel good about this?
I like this. I feel good about this.
Oh, you got
You know-
muted somehow, my guy.
William.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, I'm muting myself because there's
Oh.
sound.
There's
Yeah.
there's things happening.
They're here.
The bookshelf has become ajar, and there's monster sounds coming from the other side.
I'm gonna do
We're
my
just gonna
best.
see Will jerk out of the screen suddenly, and I'll be like, "Okay, that's our stream today,
Little hands
guys."
coming in from out of frame. Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, this looks good then. So let's go on to our universal phase. So we have the stuff that's built in here, right? Sort of from the guide about the card itself. But we can add other things here as well. So the goal of the universal phase is this. We're not going to get into the details, not even close, right? We're just going to talk about like things like genres. Genres are a great thing to put here. So post-apocalyptic would be a great thing to put here, except that it's actually up in the group of things that we're not doing, and so we won't have post-apocalyptic. But we could have other types of genres here, for sure. So anything like as specific as you've heard a genre is a fine thing to say, right? You could say, nihilistic, vampire, something, right? Crime novels. I don't know. Whatever. I just made up something. You could be that
Nihilistic
specific.
vampire crime novels. It's it. That's
Yeah.
the genius. Let's do that.
That's the one. Okay. I just tried to say something really stupid, okay?
I'm sure
Can you
that
just give me
exists
this?
already.
I'm
though.
100% certain that exists, Amanda.
It
That's-
Oh, no.
It must.
Okay.
I'm gonna
All
start
right.
searching those words on Goodreads right now.
That's like you can get that specific, that's okay. But we don't want to go into other things like more specific than that.
Mhm.
Also, tones are really great here. So you can say, oh, we want it to be dark and moody, or we want it to be light and happy, or silly, or whatever, right? All those kinds of things are totally good to put here. So just like single word, couple word type of things. You can also, like flavor, right? You can give it like a, anything used to describe film is probably okay. Anything used to describe books from a really high level is probably okay. But later on, we're going to get into some stuff that's called big picture. And big picture is usually things that are much more explicit, like continents, wars. How does magic work if there's magic? How does tech work if there's tech? Like, how do those things influence? And it's a little more specific, but not, but not any of these really super high level concepts. So this is all we're putting in here is just a very high level.
In the modern parlance, we might call universal vibe.
Vibe.
The vibe.
This is the vibe. That's actually pretty good. I like that.
I actually like that quite a bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. If only there were somebody
Arium
around
second edition.
who.
No, just kidding.
Yeah, Arium second edition. Yes.
Vibe.
Lacuni vibe. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. I don't think we're going to release a second edition anytime soon.
I'm
Yeah.
totally kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So do we want like 2 minutes to do these, do you think?
Yeah, let's do
I
it.
think that's a good amount of time.
Okay.
I've already got.
Yeah,
I'm just waiting to jot things down.
Let's put some in here. So the good news about this is we aren't going to choose all of these.
Mhm.
Right. We're gonna vote on them. We didn't vote in Lacuni, but we are gonna vote on these. So there's like a whole collaboration and voting thing that we're gonna do. So write whatever comes to your mind. It's fine.
Okay,
Sound good?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's go.
I do not like how that happened. What is happening with the just what? Ugh.
We don't trust it.
I don't like when things don't put in a line break where they should. Makes me mad.
I have a word that I'm trying to think of, and it's just not in my brain anymore.
Yeah, I don't have any words in my brain. My brain is
We're supposed to be writers, Will. That's supposed to be like
know.
our thing.
I don't know
Our
what's.
thing's words.
I don't know what's happened here. I don't know what's happened.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna ask Katie because Katie's gonna know. I'm just gonna ask right here.
Katie, what is the word? What is the word that M is thinking of? Are you talking about limbo?
Yeah, but there's like another word for it.
Purgatory?
Purgatory. Yes.
Hurry, quick!
Time's up.
If you're still writing one, you can finish it. It's fine.
Thanks, Katie.
Uh,
Fin punk. I've never considered such a thing.
okay. I think I'm done.
Okay.
All right. So what we usually do, you want to take over, Em?
Sure. So, okay, at this phase, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to read through all of the ideas. Then we're going to go to do any of these, are they the same thing? Then we group the things that are exactly the same. So, like contemplative and then reflective contemplative, those could be joined together. And then we say, what would be more badass if they were combined? Like, potentially lollipop fantasy with dinosaurs could be super dope. So then we're going to go through that phase. And after we decide what would be the coolest combinations, we vote on what we would most like our world to be like. And we'll only get like probably 2 votes. So you'll really have to pick your favorite. Okay. That's the next phase we've got. I'll go ahead and read first. So my first idea was Vegas. So like a multi-connected casino world. Like you never actually get outside. You're just passing through casino theme to casino theme.
It's basically like Las Vegas.
It basically is
You
like
can
Las Vegas.
you can walk for eternity and never leave a casino. Yeah.
Then we have far, far, far future dinosaurs, purgatory peace, contemplative, reflective, contemplative, lollipop fantasy, many fallen ancient civilizations, and heaven punk. Does anybody want to clarify any of their concepts?
No.
But
Just
I'm
straight up,
so
I refuse.
curious what heaven
Refuse.
punk would look like.
So when I think of heaven punk, I think of like the Diablo 3 heaven area, or like the just that sort of like overly lush, white, brilliant, clean, but also like golden and ostentatious. Like that's what I think of when I think of heaven punk. Is sort
Interesting.
of like, and like there are far future examples of that, I think, too. I'm trying to think of an example.
Yeah,
Reflect
the
on
way
that.
heaven is represented in Supernatural.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
That's another. Yeah, just that white, glimmering, sort of pristine, almost cold environment.
Interesting.
Right. Yeah, that's how I would envision that.
See,
Yeah.
I was imagining angels, but they wear studded leather jackets and lip piercings and stuff, and they
Oh,
all
totally.
have like
Yeah.
undercuts. I was like, yes,
Fantastic.
That's
but they
actually
have
good, too.
brilliant white wings,
Yeah.
or whatever wings they want. Maybe black is more aesthetically pleasing. It's punk.
Yeah. I think I saw an actual like duplicate type thing. We've got contemplative and reflective contemplative, right?
Yeah, let's combine those.
Yeah.
Should we combine those? Okay. Do you both agree? That actually,
I
you need to
assume they're
just-
the same words. Yes. I literally
figured,
looked up.
okay.
I actually originally looked up melancholic. And then I was like, melancholic might make it too sad. That was like, and then one of the definitions of melancholic was actually reflective and contemplative. I was like, oh, that's what I was going for anyway. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So we actually can combine anything on here, but just the two people or more who wrote them need to agree. That's it.
Yes. Sounds good.
And you can propose anything be grouped together. Anyone can.
I have like just a faint idea that we can definitely say no to, but I was thinking based off of the many fallen ancient civilizations and heaven punk, just like, is there a way that we can say that other realms that we've made, like that we have 21 other realms, right? Do they have all their civilizations? Is this location where people have gone to, like after they've passed, and you have like different layers of where people are, and they can be they're here. So we combine the ancient civilizations plus heaven punk, because this is quote unquote heaven. This is just part of the recycle process, but this is where people have like a potential pause in their world where they are contemplative and then move on.
So you're saying, is this the world of worlds rather than just its own multiverse?
Well, yeah. I mean, it still would be its own to an extent. Yeah, its own place. But it has people from all of them. Like when you die, you go to the world, basically, right? Interesting.
We do already have a world where other people are kind of like joining together. It's like jail world where people from other places can come and they join the society and they don't know they've been conditioned to stay in jail world. So we do kind of have that concept. So I don't want to recycle too many ideas, but just the fact that it was like heaven and the whole theme of the voyage and the change of place. And I don't know, it was kind of an interesting concept.
Yeah. Yeah, it is an interesting idea.
Another way I was, at least how I've been interpreting it, is maybe this is the oldest dimension.
I don't hate that either.
It's so impossibly old. Like it predates everything else by like millennia or millions of years or something, right? It's just been around for such a long time. So like almost by necessity, there's probably people from all over, and it's not even considered like weird or strange because it's so old that it's just sort of like it's like, all right, this is some other person from someplace, right? Like who knows? No one, and maybe even the original inhabitants of that dimension don't even exist anymore. Like it's
Mm.
only populated by people from other places or something. Like I don't know. That could be, yeah. There's a lot of cool ideas in this space. So maybe it's almost heaven, not deliberately. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like a incidental. Like it's been around so long. I don't know. Those are just my thoughts.
It's kind of giving like a liminal space type of a thing. Like it's like it's been here for a long time, but also it feels odd.
Right. And the fact that like there could be like with the idea of when I wrote down the many fallen ancient civilizations, like so like in a video game where you'll have like there's like ruins of some ancient civilization, or even like in the real world, right? We've got ruins of ancient civilizations all over the world, right? But this is like layers upon layers upon layers of just civilizations constantly building on top of each other, and so it's just like it's almost uncountable how many ruins there are on this world. It's almost explicitly populated by that. That was sort of the thought process I had with extremely far future, like it's and then also just like so many ruins and so many different places that have just crumbled over the years. And maybe that could be part of that casino. Maybe that casino is it looks like a ruin, but in reality, like you think like, this is some like ancient temple, but in reality it's this massive fallen casino that's just lost to time, and like no one knows what it was, right? So we could combine those hypothetically if that was sort of an idea that people were thinking. But anyways, yeah.
So did I hear a proposal there?
I think we've had a couple proposals. I think I proposed many fallen ancient civilizations and Heaven Punk, and then we also have a many fallen ancient civilizations and Vegas combination.
I'm just worried about combining too many things.
Yeah. Like I think we should definitely do, because they're completely different concepts, right? Heaven Punk is not Vegas. And I think that Vegas was also trying to take another push for optimism and tears. Like you kind of know you're not going to win, but it's not so much like a peaceful moment. It's like we're ignoring everything. We're just going to keep focusing on what's directly in front of us. And we're not optimistic because we know we're not really going to win. But also if we stop, we're going to cry. And so that was like the alternate vibe that I was proposing besides all this piece.
The one that I was thinking of potentially combining was Heaven Punk and Purgatory Piece, because those sort of feel similar as far as like, so maybe not like heaven per se, but more like
a way station. Station is better than maybe Purgatory
like that?
For me.
So when you say way station, what does that mean to you?
So the card itself is all about like route, voyage, immigration, right? And it's about the change of cycle. So if I was pulling from the themes of the card, which we definitely don't have to, it's about this process of pausing before you go on to the next thing. And the next thing might be wild because you're going to the Fool in the cycle of tarot.
So what's the
But the other one? It might be stuck here as well.
Yep,
right?
you might also get stuck.
That whole thing.
Okay, because that's kind of what I was leaning more into that part of it.
Sure.
Because part of the cycle route stuff kind of feels part of just the core of the universe itself.
Sure.
Like the whole universe is essentially like cyclical, moving between worlds, voyage, right? Like that's sort of the core essence of the setting. And so I think that's maybe why I was leaning more onto the other sticky, because that's more interesting as far as like this place that's almost like a fly trap of just like
that's interesting.
All realities, right?
Yeah, I don't hate that at all. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty insightful, Adam. I'm glad you're here.
What else do y'all think?
I think that's great. I don't think there needs to be much more. I mean, maybe only because these two are, I guess, maybe similar-ish. I can see someone be like, well, these are almost like the same thing. So if you wanted to combine those, and because it's not so spread out, I don't know. Those are my two stickies. I don't know if that's worth, But I kind of
which two are you saying?
Those the Far Far Future and the Many Fallen Civilizations. Those are almost the same thing written differently, but anyways,
they can be
right.
They don't necessarily have to be, but
right. They in my mind they capture different concepts, but yeah. Anyways, I'm good with this. What do we have? 7 options.
What's Lollipop Fantasy? Just to make sure I understand that before I put votes in.
In Mary Poppins where they step into the sidewalk?
Yeah.
That.
Fun.
I was also
Have you ever
thinking
read that book, by the way?
No.
Unhinged.
Yeah,
Scared me as a child. I was like,
Oh no.
yeah,
I
like
believe it.
the women are breaking off their fingers, saying they're sugar and giving them to children, and then they sneak into the children's room in the middle of the night to take the wrappers back and paint them in the sky because they're star shaped.
What?
It was
What?
terrifying.
That's
It was
very Hansel
terrifying.
and Gretel kind of
Yeah.
sounding. Like you could
Yeah.
argue that's lollipop fantasy, but that's getting into horror stuff. We don't want horror. So
Sorry, Will. I am squirrely today. I'll try and rein
That's
it
good. No, that's great. All right. Any things that we would combine together, not because they're alike, but because they would just be more awesome together.
in. Vegas and Lollipop Fantasy.
Well, yeah.
oh dear God.
I'm okay with that. Want to do it?
Yeah, I definitely do.
Okay.
Passing through mirrors into another Vegas like casino type thing, that would be this mind bendy.
hmm Anything else?
I think that's it. That's all my brain said.
Should we vote?
Yeah.
Sure. 2.
Okay. I'm gonna set it up.
How does voting work for
We'll
this?
vote for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll get an invitation to join voting.
Okay.
Now,
You'll get.
before we vote,
Yeah.
I do want to say if you
Do
vote
you?
for two opposite concepts, they will somehow have to exist in the world if they both win.
Ah.
Both
Yeah, we have to
concepts will
figure
have
we have
to.
to figure out how to make them exist. Yes.
So, like, if we did Heaven Punk and Lollipop Fantasy, somehow those two combinations
make it
have
happen.
to mesh. So make sure you have an idea of how to mesh before you just vote for things that don't actually go together. Okay.
Oh,
I'm
we
good.
could make it. We could make it happen.
We can make it
All right.
happen. Of course.
Two votes each. So and you're voting by groups, right?
Mhm,
So vote for your
mhm.
favorite groups, and you should get something that says join voting, and you should have little pluses on things that you can vote for.
I don't know what to vote for.
I know. I've voted.
You voted?
I have voted.
It's just you, Em.
Oh no. I don't, but both of these ideas are so cool. And then this also seems like it fits. Let's do this. And
Don't do it.
that one. No, don't do it. I'm doing it. You can't tell me what to do. That just makes me decide more.
There we go.
Here we go. Let's see what happened.
You can't tell me.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Ah.
I should have done the other one.
Ah!
I have made a mistake. I should have listened to Adam. My bad, Adam. I just said there was a reason why you were
Like,
here.
I'm not
and then-
saying that Lollipop Fantasy isn't something I would be down for in some other context. But oh man, that just okay, that's fine. Everything's fine. I'd be more okay with dinosaurs. Like, at least I could do something with dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs is probably out. Yeah, it only got one
Oh,
vote.
no.
So
Bye, dinosaurs.
let's see.
I love you.
Bye, dinosaurs. Yeah, we tried Drew, but his spirit, came back to
his will
haunt us.
persisted.
His will persisted, yes. All right, so reflective and contemplative is at the top, and somehow that has to fit in with these two yahoos.
I almost want to go back on my Vegas vote and just do Purgatory Piece.
Do you?
Unless somebody can pitch me a way for these to actually blend.
I'm just worried. Like, the ultimate goal of this is to
Have a sensical world that people can immediately latch onto and play a
right.
character.
I'm
from.
just worried that
Yeah.
those two concepts are going to clash too hard.
I'm also concerned about that.
They are a pretty hard clash.
Let's do Heaven
right.
Punk then.
Okay.
Since I was having a hard time choosing anyways.
Yes.
My
All right,
bad,
then
y'all.
Do we
My
want
bad.
to recast votes like one vote apiece for the other three to figure out, or does dinosaurs just default?
Uh, no, we could bring dinosaurs up if you want.
Well, I'm just saying it was the only other one with a vote.
Yeah,
Lollipop Fantasy also had one vote then.
Right. So both Lollipop Fantasy and
correct.
Dinosaurs each had one vote.
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel like that
I
would
think we
mean,
should
okay,
back
then we can.
pocket it.
Yeah, we
Maybe
can
A
do
we'll
that.
Lollipop
do that.
Fantasy? Yeah, that's fine for a different.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
We can back pocket the dinosaurs and the lollipop fantasy stuff. If we find a way to make it work when we go further, then let's
Is it
make
okay
it
for us
work.
to only carry over 2 concepts?
Yep,
Okay, cool. Just I thought we
totally,
usually tried to carry over 3, so
totally okay. Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so we're gonna have a heaven punk world with a purgatory peace type vibe, and it's very reflective and contemplative.
Mhm.
So whatever we're building off of next, this is our jumping stone.
Mhm. Yeah, and we're still going to keep all of our Lacuni concepts as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Cool.
Interesting.
Super interesting.
I'm
So we're going to
gonna
go on to number 2, is the big picture. Yeah.
gonna get
Good
there
times.
eventually. There we go.
Yeah. So let me give you a little bit of an overview of the big picture. So this is, again, it's like sort of the backdrop and scope of the world, the story, right? What can happen here, right? Are there different competing like large scale areas like continents or maybe even planets, or it's heaven punks, so I mean, I don't know, what do you call that? Like maybe
Realms
they're
or
realms,
like
di
layers, levels. I don't know.
divisions, layers, levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You could talk about stuff like that. Are any of them at war with each other? Ooh, interesting concept. Um, or are they violently at peace with each other? Yeah.
Peace.
What if there is like magic here and or tech? What is that like, right? How does it work? Like, let's get into some concepts of what that might look like and who might have it and how accessible is it, that type of thing.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. And how does that influence what we've set up so far, basically, right? So those are the types of things we'll put in culture and orgs. I think we can do a little bit more time for this one, like maybe 3 or 4 minutes. You think?
Perfect.
I'll do 4. So yeah, we could just I'll start the timer, dragging some stuff up there.
I love the pure science of creativity. I can't spell.
It's all so colorful.
I know. I
Mhm.
love that.
I love all the fun colors.
Okay.
Boop-a-doo.
All right. You're wrapping one up. Go ahead and finish it. Yeah, we got a bunch. This is good.
So many ideas.
Okay. Just gonna cram that in there.
Get it in there.
Just find a gap, shove it in there.
Just
Try and make a
Get
little
that
more room
cabbage
here.
in there. All right. All right.
Garbage. These are my darling ideas.
your babies are garbage.
Oh.
Okay. Well, let's have I don't know. Amanda, would you like to read them this time?
Sure.
Okay.
I would love to read some post-it notes. Okay, we have
Excellent.
magic and tech are indistinguishable from one another. We have an idea for a place, the Vista, a plateau continent that is absolutely stunning. Mentors, they are people who teach you how you can find peace. We have there are 7 layers, and the layers are closely guarded and can't be hopped.
Ooh. Okay.
We have the Shepherd division for finding lost souls. We have power is accumulated and bestowed. A note on tech, a life replay. Any visitor to this world leaves changed.
Mm.
Psychedelic magic put people into trances. Archangels have all of the powers. The spires are floating slender cities. A massive archive of different lives and lessons to be learned from them. Whatever you desired as a child can be real. Different places have different purposes to prepare you for where you're going next. Other angels are always competing to become Arch. This is actually a resort type place for enlightened experiences. No weapons. Conflict is resolved through sheer force of will. God died/vanished a long time ago, and it is anarchy. And angels are just highly advanced AI. All of our various notions. So yeah, the layers are closely guarded and can't be hopped. I'm guessing that kind of piggybacks off of the 7 layers idea. Those are kind
Yeah.
of a thing together.
Yeah. I mean, heaven is just a form of bean dip.
The way I've been imagining, I was like, I need to go to the grocery store and I need to get my 7-layer dip recipe. Like, I got all the ingredients. It's gonna be delicious.
I don't need 7-layer dip, but now I want 7-layer dip.
Mhm.
I've eaten so
Mhm.
much trash the last few days, and now I just want more. What else was there? Okay, yes. So I had two ideas that were kind of related as well, which was these two of that there's like a technology in this place would be like the ability to replay anyone's lives that had come here. Like you have some kind of recording of it, whether that's magical or actually technological, whatever. And that
Mhm.
these are all archived so that the person that they do directly relate to or other people can go through and like try to learn things from them. So those were related ideas.
Mhm. That's cool. That's way
Um,
cool.
there was
Man, what if you could actually go into a replay and change something?
Mm.
Did you just shush me, Adam?
No, that was more of like a play. Yeah, that was Dang. Okay, so have we gone through all the similarities then?
I think
I
we're
think so.
kind. Yeah, I don't know if there are any others.
I think the only thing I could say, at least, okay, maybe this is. No, I'll wait for when we're just to start talking about collaboration then.
Let's talk about collaboration.
Okay, there we go.
Oh,
Yeah, put it
yes.
that
thinking-
way.
I was thinking archangels have all the power, and so the idea we had was powers accumulated and bestowed is essentially like power is not just something you can like acquire. It's sort of like in this realm, I don't, however that manifests, like the power has to be like is like concentrated in some way, and probably amongst the archangels, right? Is sort of how I was when I saw someone sticky note on it. I was like, ooh, and so essentially, like then similar to like divine magic and other systems, right? Like they can sort of bestow their power to others, right? They can sort of share it, but they're still like the core nexus of that power. So I think those two might be related, but otherwise, yeah, I don't, that's just at least one of my ideas.
I like the idea of those being connected and it being like that's kind of like the currency for this
Mm-hmm.
realm, sort of. Is
A
that
form
this?
of reputation, right? But it's
Right,
essentially
right.
like, and if we want to kind of lean into the technology thing, something I should have put this down on a sticky note. Maybe because not because it's not on a sticky note, I shouldn't say it. But yeah, I had some other concepts in my mind about how this would play out. But yeah, anyways.
What if
Okay.
archangels have all the powers because they've done every job on the 7 layers?
Mm.
And so they have accumulated that power and they can bestow it to somebody else, but then they would have to restart over and do all the jobs again.
The 7 trials.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Or like,
Mm.
yeah. Because then they have to do different. Yeah.
So we're saying this combination?
Well, and maybe the layers aren't physical. Maybe the layers are metaphysical. I don't know. That might be getting too abstract, but yeah.
It's really messing with my bean dip metaphor, man.
How dare you? Not the bean dip slander.
I just need to know where the guacamole is. What is happening with that?
Oh. Okay.
Maybe that's why the other archangels are competing, or the other angels are competing to become angels, is because power is a finite resource.
Mm-hmm.
And so the only way for them to become more powerful is to essentially like fight the other angels' power.
Mm. Interesting. Okay. All right. I'm seeing some light age, dark age stuff here potentially, right? Some golden
Definitely.
age, dark age, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some options as far as that kind of thing goes. So things kind of can be at odds with each other a little bit because actually that's probably how we could have brought in the Vegas lollipop fantasy stuff. Is we could have just said during a dark age, heaven has been turned into Vegas, right? Yeah.
Oh, too
With
much of a good
with
thing.
lots of candy. Yeah, yeah. Exactly. Anyway, it's fine. So What else? What else do we want to combine? Because it would be so much better together than it is apart.
Magic and tech are indistinguishable. Could go with the tech life replay. Like we can make that very magic-y feeling, but it is technology. Like
I
you
like
have a
that a lot.
station that you do that.
Yeah, and I
We
mean, the
can-
technology could be so advanced that it's even to our modern sensibilities would be like, oh, but it's like in reality, it's technology on some level, right? But
Are you okay with that, Amanda?
Yes, and I was going to propose that similarly, the psychedelic trances could be a part of that as well. That is kind of the form that could take.
Giddy up.
Yep.
What do you think, Em?
I'm down. Super
Yeah.
down.
that
Okay.
was my sticky note. You didn't ask me. That's fine.
Oh, that one was yours?
The magic and tech one.
Oh, you were already saying yes.
Oh, was I? I can't
Yeah.
remember. I just
Did you?
I was
No,
Did you
thinking
need me
I'm sorry.
sounds.
Maybe
Did you
I
need me to
might be
stop
feeling
and say, now, do you really mean it, Adam? Do you
Stop.
really want to
We're
delete
gonna
this
have an
file?
I
extra
just
Adam
last time we
stage.
had this exercise, like my sticky notes were just being thrown around, and I felt a little like left out. So it's fine.
Oh,
We'll make
dare.
sure that doesn't happen for you this
Okay.
time.
We don't want to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That's against the rules. There aren't very many rules, but that's against them.
To be fair, we were playing with 20 people, so I mean, it's not exactly.
Oh goodness, yeah, that's
Yeah,
a lot.
true.
It's fine. Yeah, I'm cool with all that. That sounds great.
Okay.
Another thing I was thinking, just tangentially related to that, is like maybe the mentors or the keepers of the archive.
That's
Uh,
interesting. I was thinking the mentors would potentially be within like the whatever you desired as a child can be real as like a like
Mhm.
kind of like a healing your inner child type of a deal.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
okay.
real interesting.
Because I
Huh.
think
What
that
was
if we
the
like
other
define these
proposal?
different layers. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry,
oh,
what
just
was
the
the other
mentors being
proposal?
the mentors being the keepers of the archives. That was all.
Oh, Keepers of the Archives. Yeah, got it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Boy, I do like it with the child, though, I think.
Mm-hmm. I do like that too. I think that's a good fit.
Okay, let's
I
put
think
that
that there's
together.
a lot of potential with doing these different layers and these different jobs type of a deal. For people who are going to be running a session in this realm, they get to have
Mhm.
different options for what they're going to run the focus of the session for.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
So
definitely.
you keep saying jobs and layers. Where is that conception coming from?
The 7 layers up above in the corner here.
Sure, but I'm saying the jobs part of that.
I guess that's fair. Wasn't there we talked about the archangels having having all the different powers, and we talked about having the different powers being you did the different jobs in the different layers.
Mhm.
But I guess that has not been like
It didn't,
finalized or anything.
no,
Well,
it hasn't
no,
been, it hasn't been canonized.
it's just
Okay.
more like I just wanted more clarification on like what you mean by jobs in that context.
Yeah.
So like we talked before we went to this one about there being different divisions and stuff. And a division in my mind is like a different part of an operating business, I guess. So if you have different divisions that you work within. So like I did the shepherd division, you go and find lost souls. Mentors would be a different division of you are teaching people how to find peace, and perhaps they're in these different sections of heaven.
I see.
Mhm.
Okay.
But you're right, it hadn't been canonized and I was going too far. So thanks for calling that out.
No, sorry. I was just looking for clarification. That's all. But yeah.
To kind of help to make that a little bit clearer with the 7 layers and everything is that we could combine that with the idea of the different places having different purposes, that each one of these layers of heaven has a specific goal in mind, like what it is that each one is trying to achieve for the people that are there.
Sorry, just as an aside,
If that works for
I like that a
folks.
lot.
But
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
Adam.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's good.
What were you about to say, Adam?
Oh, I was just wondering.
Oh, that was yours, right, Amanda? The green one?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Is the shepherd division starting to get more into like step 3, maybe, than like
It is a little bit.
picture? Okay.
We can move it
Yeah.
over.
Let's do it. Okay.
This is notoriously my worst section.
Okay.
For bleed over
Notoriously,
into
I
like
put so
an
many different
upcoming
ideas.
one.
Yeah.
No, I totally
Yeah.
get it. What are I really like the spires. I think that's cool. I don't know if that's related to anything, but I like the
But
spires.
it's a cool idea for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the spires and the vista could honestly be some of 7 layers.
Hmm.
So, are we combining too much at that point?
Mm.
Like, is that coalescing too many concepts into one? I mean, I'm like, if that's what people want, cool. But I just, I
I
worry
mean, there's
about
still 5 more
superseding.
layers we could define.
True. So that
Let's do it.
Okay, but that starts getting in again step 3, right? Like specifying what the 7 layers are, right?
Yes and no. I mean,
Okay.
if it's like huge continent-sized things, right?
Sure.
We're
Still big
saying,
picture stuff.
yeah, for sure.
Right. Okay.
Do we want to do that?
I'm okay with it.
I mean,
Sounds good to
your
me.
guys are stickies. I'm not involved in that at all.
I'm just
so-
gonna
Are
move
you-
this out of the way so that you can like pile them.
Very
Are you
nice.
okay with it, Amanda?
Yes, that sounds good to me.
Okay. All right. What else?
I do like one of your purple stickies there, Adam. That's you, right?
Mhm.
The no weapons or conflict, having that be a part of the power struggle thing with the archangels, that they, however it is, yeah, however it is that they're doing this, it is not through any sort of violent conflict.
I kind of like that too. You okay with that, Adam?
Oh yeah, that's like my whole the whole concept about that. And then also, do we want that other angels are always competing to become arch tied to those other 3 as well?
We could.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We don't have to.
That's yours, Will. You don't sound super enthused. That's okay. No, I don't want you to feel compelled.
We don't have to, but we can. I don't care.
I think that's all my ideas for
Combining.
combinations.
Okay.
That's good.
So,
So we have.
oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I just wanted some clarification on any visitor to this world leaves changed. Like that seems really vague to me, because that's like, like I visit Rome and I'm probably changed in some way, right? Like, so
I still
like,
love it though. Yeah.
no, okay. But I was just saying, like, is there any more to that maybe
I was
you had in mind?
thinking that potentially we could have people changing what their legacy is, because people have like a specialty that they study characters.
Okay.
So I was thinking we could have opportunities for people to change their characters if they come to this realm.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, this like
Interesting.
mechanically unlocks a specific thing that you can do to your character.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Or like sometimes you lose friends. Maybe you could heal some relationships, or maybe you could resolve an enemy or a trouble here.
Yeah.
Is that potentially related to the life replay psychedelic magic, or do you think that's a separate thing?
I think that could probably still be a separate thing, because that might be able to be achieved through any of the different layers that we haven't specified, like, because having that kind of change could come through like the healing your inner child type.
So then
you could be changed that way by guacamole. You could be changed that way by salsa.
So do you think that would
You
be
just
then
don't know.
the 7 layers, or do we still want to keep it a separate thing?
I think that because it can, I don't want to necessarily put it onto it, because I'm not sure how much people are actually vibing with that concept. So I was thinking we could leave it on its own side thing. And then if people liked it, they could vote on it, but I don't have to bake it into a larger idea that already exists.
Cool.
Okay. How many votes do we get?
We're going to get 3.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah. I'm setting it up right now. Setting it up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Everybody ready?
Yep.
Okay. Voot! I have booted.
Oh, that was difficult.
Okay. Yeah, it
That was
was.
Too stressful.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. That's a really nice distribution. I like that a lot. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm gonna start moving some stuff around here. We'll take that one down. We'll take that one down.
What's one that had
Too
3
bad.
votes?
It is too bad about the mentors. I really wanted to vote for that too. We had Tech is Life Replay and Archangels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is kind of the order here. If we wanted to keep any
Did
visitor to this world leaves changed, that had 2 votes. So.
Did we have any that are more than 3?
Yeah, the 7 layers had all 4.
Okay.
Yeah, we really like our dip around here.
All right, so we have 7 layers. Tech is Life Replay. Archangels. Was there anything else?
The visitor.
Visitor had 2.
Do
Yeah.
we want to include that, or do we want to back pocket it?
I mean, it was 2 votes more than anything else.
Okay. It's on there.
Okay. All right. And then we have next in our
Wait, do we
comedy
want to
of
recap what this
whatever
world
this
is
is.
looking like then?
Yeah, maybe we should.
For my
It's a
own
good time.
sanity.
Good time to do that. Yeah. Do you want to do it?
No.
No. Great. Okay. Well, I will talk about it really quickly. So, from a Lacuni standpoint, we are avoiding tears and optimism because they're both bad. Okay. If you have too much optimism, it leads to tears. Let's just be honest. Okay. There's no post-apocalyptic stuff in here. Everything is apocalyptic or pre-apocalyptic. No post. Our universal concepts are all the things that goes with the card. Those are still valid. And then we have a reflective and contemplative type of place where there is a sort of a purgatory heaven like punk sort of thing going on. And then for our big picture, we have a 7-layered heaven that maybe has a couple of layers that we know about, the glorious plateau, the floating spire cities, and the layers are very closely guarded, can't be hopped. That is not a thing. Don't be hopping those layers. If you're in Bean, you stay in Bean. Okay. And yeah, they have different purposes to prepare you for where you're going next. Also, there is sort of a concept of magic and tech being indistinguishable from one another. You don't necessarily know when you're using one or the other. Maybe it's magic, maybe it's tech. No one really knows, but that's okay. We can replay people's lives from this massive archive. It's very cool. And yeah, probably doing some trances involved in that. Maybe it's really far out, bro. Uh, and then there are archangels. They have all the powers. We talked about maybe they have all the powers because they've been to all the layers and needed all of the powers at some point or another. That power is accumulated and bestowed, and there are no weapons. Conflict is resolved through the sheer force of will. And yeah, visitors to this world leave changed in some way. Yeah, that's it. That's what we got. So we're going to go on to culture and organizations. So this gets a little more specific, and this is an area where it's easy to start thinking in terms of proper nouns, like names and things like that of stuff. But you can also do like really cool descriptions. Sometimes you might come up with a cool name for something, and somebody else came up with a really cool description for something, and bada bing, right? But it doesn't always work that way, but it can. The other types of things that go into culture and organization. So these are like beliefs, people, heritages, legends, past events, like historical stuff, secret groups, schools, institutions, government-y things, like all sorts of stuff like that. So this can be really interesting. There's a lot of potential for hidden information here, but also, very obvious and openly available stuff too. So yeah, that's what we're doing. New culture and orgs. Any questions?
No.
I've moved there are some sticky notes on the right side of culture and orgs that you can use for this.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And I think 3 minutes should be enough, don't you think?
I agree.
Okay. Everybody ready? Let's go.
Pudding.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, this one is
I have like no stickies. I have so few stickies. I'm just like brain.
Yeah.
I just wrote the most random things.
I felt the same way. I was like, I don't think this even belongs in this section.
What is even happening? We don't know. We don't know.
My brain quit real
Am I the
hard
only
on
one
this
who
section.
like?
You were just
I'm
like, when?
I'm like
Like,
really
yes.
vibing with this setting. Like this is my
Perfect.
jam.
No,
So
I'm
glad you're
enjoying
here.
the setting. My brain
Blasphemous,
was just like,
Darksiders, Diablo. Like this is all in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Very
This
nice.
is my jam. So, anyways,
Yeah. Nice.
kind of a little Warhammer 40k in some respects.
Well, do you want to read this section?
Sure.
Yeah, great.
All right, so we have the Shepherd Division, Finding Lost Souls, the Archangel Motor Pool. One layer deals with the negative things like revenge. Okay. The Council of Archangels, Flaminga's Memory Emporium, Where Your Memories, meditation hubs on each layer. Enlightenment is not a state of being, it's a way of life. The Holy Order of the Endless Miracle. No one knows when or how this place was created. New Beginnings, a cult-like group that seeks people who don't belong here. Unicorn Horn Emporiums. The Archivist Guild. Chaosians, people who believe that it's their job to shatter the quiet. Heretical cult belief, it's all a simulation. The true history is only known through verbal tradition. So I'll admit I wrote these as two stickies, but they're known as truth sayers. Probably should have just put that as one. And then Keepers of the Spires.
Okay.
Will's like, we did it wrong. We have to do it again.
Jeez.
burn all the sticky notes. We're done.
No, we didn't do it wrong. This is good. Okay. Well, are there any of these that we would want to combine because they are samey, or because they might be like a good name for a good concept, or because they're just better together than they are apart? Better together. Oh, sorry. I'm just moving things.
Yeah.
You know,
I
I'm
was
just
just-
I'm gonna update this one and delete.
That makes sense.
These are the same.
It just gets it makes you like anxious when the words start getting too small on the sticky
Yeah.
note.
No, I
That's true.
actively avoid long sticky notes. I'm trying to make it more like short, succinct little, because I want to allow for that creativity in later steps, right? Like I don't want to
Right.
find something at this layer.
Mhm.
So
I low-key like something about the unicorn horn with the heretical cult belief that it's all a simulation. Like they're looking for the unicorn horn of proof. Once we find this thing, we'll be able to prove this is all a simulation. But I don't know if Emporium really works.
so maybe
with
unicorn horn isn't literal.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Maybe unicorn horn
It's
is
a symbol.
a metaphorical representation of like
Yes.
objects.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
They're like
It's
these
like,
weird.
and you can find anything here, but not unicorn horns because they don't exist.
Right.
The
That's
programmer forgot to include
Yeah.
unicorns in the simulation.
Yeah. Do we want to put those two together?
I think that's fun. I like it.
Yes. I'm
But those
good
are-
with it if you are, Will.
Let's do it. Yeah, I love it.
Man, these are actually fairly different.
Yeah, it's good though. Tell me about the Archivist Guild.
Literally just the people who are like the key, so twofold, right? One, it's they look over the archives and maintain them. Like it might be that the archives are like constantly deteriorating, and so they're having to constantly like recreate. Again, that's just me adding creative flavor. But another one is probably they go out and try to acquire. Maybe they even realm hop to acquire knowledge and then bring it back to store in the archives. So they're not necessarily all on this plane, right? But they're kind of they're not really involved in the politics. They're just focused on like maintaining the archives, right? and maybe it's just some long tradition of keeping the history. But then I liked, as a counterpoint, the truthsayers. Like, the only true history of the world, at least, like maybe the archives actually hold secrets to other places, but the true history of the place is only kept through verbal tradition. So it's not actually stored. It's only like known to those who like study and learn it from, you know, hearing, others and stuff. So anyways.
Does that maybe go with the no one knows when or how this place was created? Like maybe no one except for them.
I like that. I'm cool with that.
You like that?
I think that works well. I like that.
Okay.
And maybe there's something related to like the truthsayers can't, or like it's known in a tongue that no one can understand or something like that. I don't, like there's some obfuscation going on that prevents them from sharing it. You have to like
How
study.
cool would it be
learn.
if it was static for everybody except for the truthsayers? Because tech and magic are indistinguishable.
Interesting. Yeah, so they just see, or all they hear is static. Yeah.
What is the Archangel motor pool?
A fun combination of words is what it is. Very
much.
fun combination of words.
I have no idea what it is. Those are words, yes.
Incredible.
I had no concept in my mind of what that would be. I just put words on a sticky and threw it. I've done that before. I don't know what this is. You figure it out.
Have some
100%.
words.
I mean, that's kind of what Keepers of the Spires is, right? I don't really have any strong idea of what that means. It just seemed like, oh, there should probably be like, that seems like a cool organization name. But because we talked about the Spires before. So.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I like the idea of tying together the Shepherd division with this
the New Beginnings.
The New Beginnings cult.
I like that. I like that too. I think those are cool. But that's
that I'm not I only have like half a thought there of how they kind of go together as far as people who are in some way not fitting into the greater picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they're trying to find them for opposing reasons, right?
I do like the idea that they're two sides of the same coin. Like they're looking for these people, but they have different intentions for once they find them.
Okay. Yeah. I like that.
What's the Shepherd division? What do you think that they're like? Are they just? Is this just pure bureaucracy? Like, oh, hey, we found you. Good. Here's some paperwork you need to fill out.
I think it'd be interesting if they found
this is
them.
where you go.
People who've fallen through the cracks, and they deliver them to the correct layer they belong to.
Right.
Oh, so the layers are like layers of heaven. They're not just like different. Okay.
Yeah. Whereas the New Beginnings cult is like, oh no, we're doing our own thing.
Ejection.
Ejection. Yes, exactly. They basically, it's a feeder for the fool. Yeah. They send people to
feeder for the fool. That's so smart. They go straight to jail.
Yeah, exactly. You don't belong here. Get out. Yeah. Could be fun.
So, kind of continuing on the two sides of the same coin, the Holy Order of the Endless Miracle and the Chaosians are diametrically opposed factions. Ooh. The Holy Order of the Endless Miracle are the ones who believe that the quiet, the peacefulness, right, all these sort of the current state of affairs is how it should be. That is the quote unquote endless miracle. Whereas the Chaosians are like,
you like that? Okay.
We want to break that.
Anything else we want to combine before we vote?
I love the Enlightenment is not a state of being, it's a way of life. That's just like, it's just your opinion, man. That just feels very like, yeah. Cool.
You need to like put it in, you need to like have it in needlepoint and framed in your bathroom. Or something.
Exactly. That's great. No, that wasn't
cool.
a slight. I was just saying it's just very sort of like matter of fact. It's just like,
Mhm.
oh, by the way, remember.
It's a belief. It belonged.
All right. We feel good about this group then.
Mhm.
And do
Yeah, I
some
have no
voting.
idea what I'm going to vote for, but yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Ooh.
Well, good news. You can vote for 4.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
That's still a lot of
3 would be
options.
real tight, but yeah.
Yeah.
Highly tempted just
Yeah.
to vote on the Archangel motor pool just so that we have to find it at one point.
Because they're gonna force
Maybe
it to
I
exist.
am a Chaosian.
Was
Oh.
that in question?
You deserve that. All right, we ready?
I think so.
Sure.
4 votes. Here we go.
Oh god.
Please let me join the voting. Thank you.
Oh, this is so hard.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Oh, that was stressful.
I have 1 vote left in 15 seconds to make my choice.
You can do it.
I believe that's true. We have to have Unicorn Horn Emporium.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see.
We'll see.
Oh my
Yay!
spread of votes. Perfect.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Look at that. This is cool. Okay. So we got our truthsayers are like number 1. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah. Yes.
4 votes?
4 votes for that one. 3 for the Shepherd Division / New Beginnings. 3 for Holy Order of Endless Miracle and Chaosians. Then we're down to our 2s, which is Unicorn Horn and Archivist Guild.
Do we want to bring them both over? Give us more to work with?
We could.
It is 3 to 5, right? I'm just saying.
Will's focused.
Well, yeah,
Putting
what
them
we
at the
did for
bottom.
what
We
we
can
did
put
for the oh wait, that was 2. My bad. Put that there. This is 3. This is 3. That was 1. I think Archivist Guild was 1. Is that right? Or was it 2?
No, the Archivist
It
Guild.
was 2.
It was 2. Okay. Council of Archangels was 1. That's what it was. Okay. So these ones both had 2. Yep. So yeah.
So interesting.
Okay. I think that's good. Let's keep moving. Let's go on to
All right.
landmarks.
Let's do it.
We're more than past halfway now. So landmarks, these are places you could point to on a street level map. So actually there was one in that last round that probably could have been the Flamingo's Memory Emporium, Warrior Memories. If that was a single location and not like a chain, then it's probably a landmark. But that's okay. So that's the concept, is something you can point to on a street level map. Could be a building, could be a statue, could be a meditation hub, it could be a bridge, it could be like a really big tree. I don't know. Shoot, man. Anything like that. I think that's it. So if we want to set a timer for this, I think, do we want to do like 2 minutes? 3 minutes?
Sure.
2 or 3 seems like a sweet spot for me.
Yeah.
Let's do 2. Oh, I see that we had a similar idea. That's fun.
That is
Okay.
fun. I wish my brain worked.
Ba-ding.
What are you laughing at, Amanda?
I'm laughing at the level 3, layer 3 unicorn horn emporium that may or may not contain a real unicorn horn. Tickles
Ooh!
me. Tickles me. I love it.
All right, I'll read these ones. We've got the Grand Cathedral of the Endless Miracle. We have a tree extends between all 7 layers. We have the Central Spire connects through the layers. We have Hidden Enclave of the Chaosians. We have Fountain of Peace. We have High Mountain Monastery of the Truthsayers. We have, big surprise, the Archive.
It's that place.
I know. We have Layer 3 Unicorn Horn Emporium may or may not contain real unicorn horn. We have Pearly Gates, an entry point.
Incredible.
We have Statue that stands at the center of every spire. Magic? Question mark. Mama Pearl's Victuals and Drinks. The Shepherd Bureau Headquarters. Angel Dormitories. Miracle Plaza. We have Grand Spire of the High Archangel. And Lost Souls Precinct 12.
I don't know why, but my brain read it as Miracle Pizza. But Miracle Plaza makes way more sense.
We're on about pizza and 7-layer dip, and like I had dinner.
Is it
before we
dinner time?
started this.
Is it?
I-
Yeah, it's like, what time is it?
I
I
ate
have
before
not.
we started, but I'm hungry again.
I've not eaten. Yeah,
Me
this is a
either.
problem. We got to do something about this.
Everything's going to be food related from here on out.
My ridiculous school life schedule has me eating dinner absurdly early, so I did eat before we started this.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you were able to eat.
But I'm still
the
hungry
rest of
again
us-
now because we're talking about
Well,
pizza and 7-layer dip.
It's okay. What if I make a really wild suggestion? What if
Okay.
we just vote for all of these as is?
So we can move on. That sounds great.
That's fine.
I'm okay
No,
with
I'm
it.
good with
There's
it too. Yeah,
nothing-
no, for sure.
Yeah.
They all seem very
We
distinct.
would
to me,
get 6 votes each. Is how I would do
Okay.
it. You
Okay.
think? Should we try
Well,
it?
Sure.
Can I make one?
One.
One.
Okay, everybody make one.
No, Central Spire and Grand Spire of the High Archangel. Those two feel like they might be the same. I don't know. Just hypothetical.
Oh. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, cool.
Are
That was
there any others?
Only.
Come on, any others?
Don't challenge me like this.
That's it?
I will cry.
The Angel Dormitories have the Fountain of Peace.
They have to do it before they go work their customer service jobs every day.
Right. We need to go and bathe in the fountain before we have to deal with these jokers
No,
again.
come on. The Fountain of Peace is clearly in Miracle Plaza.
Okay, actually,
is,
that
yes.
that I'm
It
actually
is
that I'm
obviously
good. Yeah,
in
that
Miracle
You agree with
Plaza.
that? Okay.
That's,
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
I also
like
love
that.
the concept though that the Fountain of Peace is a bathhouse.
That's actually great. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm good with those.
Okay.
Thumbs
Any
up.
more? Okay.
6 votes?
We'll do 5.
We condensed
Okay.
a little. So.
We combined too many. We combined a lot. All right, 5 votes.
All right.
I'm working on it. This ain't easy, kid. All right. There we go.
Katie says if Vittles
Oh.
and Drinks doesn't make it, she riots. I want to see
Riot?
a riot.
Well, I
So-
expect rioting then.
Okay. Ready? Here we go.
Oh, I only have one left. Went fast.
Yeah.
Oh, being the first to end is best. I can see where all your little like names are hovering. I know exactly what you're voting for.
But do you really, though? As we just hover and are indecisive?
I just
guess-
want to say all of these were valid candidates. I feel like this was all
Agreed.
very
Okay.
It's hard.
good.
It's
Yeah,
hard.
it was hard to pick.
Really upset that I didn't vote for Lost Souls Precinct 12.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
All over the place.
Miracle Plaza.
How many votes did Miracle Plaza have?
4.
Okay,
We
what's
all-
the next one?
I love Miracle.
The
I'm on a
spire, the central spire.
3?
Yeah, High Mountain Monastery has 3 as well.
I spelled that wrong.
Yeah.
Monastery.
Yeah, then we got the Grand Cathedral of the Endless Miracle.
3?
2.
2?
And
Any others?
The archive also has 2. The Vittles did not make it. There's definitely going to be a riot. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, Mama Pearls didn't even get 1 vote.
Aw.
It didn't get a
Womp womp.
vote. Yeah.
It didn't
it's
match the
really-
vibe.
So Katie's
honestly.
gonna get real angry.
Yeah. Sorry, Katie. All right. This is our grouping.
Nice.
We had a lot of 1 voters that time. It was interesting. Okay. I think that's because we never really combined anything. So, all right. Onward. People. I'll just move these.
People and
stickies,
goodies are
right,
the fastest sections.
for sure. All right. So people are, people. I think there's a Depeche Mode song about that. People, there are people who live here. They can be proper names, which is great. They can be quirks, descriptions, pronouns, all sorts of stuff, right? Anything you want, as long as it's describing a person. So if we were playing this as an RPG, then you would say, hey, these are people who are, they could be the characters you might play in this game. And anything that gets voted high that doesn't get chosen to be played by an actual player would become an NPC. In this case, the ones that are highly voted will probably become NPCs in some way, shape, or form. Maybe an enemy, maybe just someone that you could interact with here. Who knows? So lots of options. So let's do some people, shall we? Want to do 2 minutes again?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go.
Sorry, I had someone ring my doorbell 5 times in a row, and it completely upset my train of thought.
Oh no! Why? Stop
I
it!
don't know. We just. There we go.
It's just a name. Just... Oh, can we add Katie's suggestion even though the timer just went off, because that's amazing.
What is it? I'm looking.
Chip. He
Chip.
scoops people from the other level.
Yeah, sure. Put it in.
I'll do it. I'm typing it now.
Okay. We totally serve food, we swear. I haven't been reading these. I should have.
It is. There's a restaurant off the highway that I drive past, not infrequently, called Vittles. I haven't stopped there. I'm just like, I feel like you're trying too hard to convince me that you're serving food.
I have one more that I thought of. Sorry.
Okay. No, stop.
It's past the time.
No! Buzzer. We have no
Eh.
respect for the buzzer.
All right, let's read them. You want to read them, Em?
Sure. We've got Terrence McLeod, a winner among winners. Grand High Lord Archangel Tiberius. Tiberius, thank you. The High Mighty Archangel Z. Master Archivist. Non-Angel Functionaries. Saint Pete, job title, it's not a name. David. High Angel. Oh gosh, I wrote this name. I don't even know. Vanessa, a legendary hunter of lost souls. Truthsayer Olderos. Lady of the Spires Filigrants. Filigrants?
Filigrants.
Filigrants. The Friendly Chaosian, who has an incredible conversion rate. Please ignore my spelling. Chief Bureau Officer Gary. A rude lurker around the plaza who shouts rude truths. Double use of rude. I'm a writer. Lucy. Chip, who scoops people from other levels.
So good.
Can his name be Chip Scoops?
Yes.
Incredible.
Obviously.
Let me add a little something.
Just Lucy.
Just Lucy.
Who is Lucy?
I mean,
I don't know.
We don't need to know.
Hey, wait a minute.
There.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
We were just supposed to fill in the gaps with the name Lucy.
It's fine.
It's fine. I'm just giving you crap.
Okay. So there are some names and some concepts we could potentially put. I just want to, I don't know what you think about this, Adam, but I kind of want to tie Grand High Lord Archangel Tiberius and the High Mighty Archangel Z together and say that they both exist. If
Yeah,
one of them exists, they both
right.
exist.
Like I'm thinking, and the reason why I was trying to come up with more ostentatious like
Yeah.
prefixes for
Yeah.
titles, but like
And they don't agree which of them is actually higher in
Exactly.
title, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the rude lurker's like, they're both meaningless. It doesn't matter.
What about High Angel Vanessa? Like, do you want to like, are all the angels sort of just like, yep, all of these angels exist, or do we? Oh no, that's a different. Never mind. That angel's a different angel. My bad. I was thinking. I just saw the name and I was like, oh yes, another high angel, but it's a different function.
Yeah, but these ones just have like so many
Right. They're like a
ridiculous.
rivalry, right?
Yeah. That's why I put them together.
Right.
Is Terrence McLeod the Master Archivist?
Sure.
Ooh.
It's a good name for a master archivist.
Doesn't it? Can he please have named the archive that he keeps all this information in? The Cloud.
Oh God.
The
Mick Cloud.
Uh,
I literally thought that's the joke you're making. I thought that's what you were saying. Is nobody here with me? Come on.
I'm so angry right now.
I'm so angry right now.
I mean, this is Heaven Punk. Their archive is literally just
The
a
cloud.
It is a
Oh,
fluffy
God.
cloud that they pull the memories out of. Whoop.
Cloud definition: someone else's computer.
Amazing.
Terrence, and the name Terrence
that is
just gives
fun.
so much personality. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and reach into Mick Cloud over here and get that memory for you. Adam hates it with such a deep and burning passion. I'm just joking. I'm just joking, Adam.
I know. I'm playing it up a bit, but yeah.
I removed the extra description from Lucy. I was thinking like maybe we could make Lucy the rude lurker or the friendly Chaosian or something, right?
I'm happy with either of those.
I
Yeah.
like Lucy being the rude lurker. And maybe David
okay
being
with
the
that?
friendly Chaosian. It's like
Okay. What else? Anything else?
I think Adam just suggested that David be the friendly Chaosian if people like that.
Oh, did you say that? My bad.
yeah. He's just David.
Do you
He
want
has no other name.
Do you want to do that, Em?
Sure, I'm fine with that.
Okay. I mean, those are your
Okay.
CPs, yeah.
Vote? Vote.
Vote?
Sounds
Okay,
good to me.
let's
Voting
vote.
time. Voting time.
There we go. One. Oh, there we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, son of a gun. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 4 votes.
Okay.
Okay.
Four?
Yep.
That was hard.
Yep.
It's super hard.
Okay, here we go.
Oh wow.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. Well, so we got our High and Mighty Grand Lord High Archangels.
With 4?
Yeah,
Mhm.
and our Terrence McLeods also have 4. David got a couple, and so did Lucy. And then we got a bunch of back pocket stuff. A lot of one voters. I really wanted to vote for Truthsayer Olderos, and I missed it when I
I
was
did
going through
too.
them.
I was on my
I
last
didn't
vote.
see
I
it.
was like,
Yeah. When we were talking about them, I was planning to vote for that one, and then I just didn't see it. It was like it was invisible.
So I voted for Chief Bureau Officer Gary. Can I just change my vote to Truth Zero Ildaros? Because those are mine. So I feel like I was kind of.
I have no objection to you changing your vote. There is precedent for that. We did it earlier. So
there is precedent.
Yeah, I'll change
Okay.
my vote from Chip Scoops, which I did at the end instead
Okay.
of, and so we'll say Truthsayer Olderos has 2.
Cool.
2.
So he's actually official now. He's not. Just
He's
Yeah,
official.
official. Yeah, I really wanted that one. I was bummed when I didn't see it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
nice.
It's like
This
when you're
is
playing a
good.
co-op game and you all kind of are like, actually we didn't do that, right? We did this, right? We did that instead.
No, wait.
Yeah.
We made a mistake.
We made a mistake.
Yeah.
Rewind.
Okay, we got a lot of people. Now let's make some goodies. So what kind of cool stuff is here? It can be like really cool and amazing and mwah, but the only real requirement for something to be a goodie is that it's like something you can have, like a vehicle or a item or something like that, and it needs to be narratively relevant. So it could be a cough drop as long as that's narratively relevant. It could be window blinds if they are narratively relevant.
So like think the One Ring or the towel from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
The towel's great. The towel's great. Yeah. So yeah, let's do 2 minutes on this one too.
Ready?
Yeah, let's go. I see you, Adam.
That's cool. We said no tears.
No tears.
No tears.
It's at the beginning. No tears.
Oh wow. Will got through all of his stickies.
He used all his stickies.
It's amazing.
It's a lot of stickies.
Will's just built diff.
And Will is
He
muted.
knows how to use sticky notes.
Will is muted.
It's noisy here. I'm sorry. Let's have Amanda. Will you want to read them?
Sure. So for goodies, we have the Archivist's Guide to the Multiverse, Halo, Battle Vest style stoles, the map, Shepherd's Crook, Wing Serum, Archangel Wings equipment, scissors, potions from the Fountain of Peace, the list, Cloud, Truthsayer Vox module, level barometer, the Golden Rot X. Is that, I'm not sure if I'm reading that correctly. Okay. Ice Cream, Spear of the Endless Miracle, and the Opalescent. Why?
Yeah, the X and Y are. We'll add something to it to make it cool.
Oh, okay. I see.
Adjectives.
These are
Yeah,
descriptors for some other item.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
Could be the opalescent cloud or
Right. The Golden Rod
something.
Ice Cream.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
follow.
Yeah. Do we want to combine those with anything?
Well, I mean, maybe this is a bit self-serving, but I like the Goldenrod Spear of the Endless Miracle. But
It's extremely over the top, and I love that.
I do
perfect.
too.
Yeah.
and I'm thinking
Yeah,
it's
I
not,
think
even though it's a spear, like it's not used as a weapon; it's a symbol of office. That's how I
Right, like a
envisioned it.
scepter type
Right,
thing.
essentially.
Yeah, cool. All right. Anything for the opalescent?
Opalescent shepherd's crook or the opalescent scissors. I think that might be kind of fun. The opalescent scissors. What are they for?
Stuff. I don't
You
know.
don't know what the scissors are for? Oh man, I feel bad for you.
Oh, you do? I mean, you wrote
Yeah.
the thing, and I don't even think you know what it's for.
Oh, I know exactly what they're for. You got some wings?
Ah!
Wow.
Terrifying.
So yeah, initially, with my archangel wings, I was thinking of them as like wings, like so the angel's wings aren't like biological; they're like a rig they wear,
Like an apparatus.
right? So it's like yeah. Anyways, that's why I said archangel wings equipment.
Gotcha.
But,
Yeah. I went the opposite way and made wing serum.
Yeah.
You grow your wings. You just have to put 2 drops of wing serum on your nubbins on your back. You're like your shoulder blades. Then you're good to go. Yeah.
Which,
and then is
by the
Halo
way,
literally what I think it is? Oh, is it like, you mean Halo or like Halo?
Like a halo around your head.
Yay.
or is the world a Halo? Oh no, that's sorry, that's IP. My bad.
Yeah. Can't do that. Which, by the way, because of wings was why I went with Battle Vest style stoles instead of Battle Vests. Because if you have wings, you can't wear a vest. But if you want to have the Heaven Punk aesthetic, have it be like a tricked out stole instead.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Stole's the thing that priests wear around, like the long. Is that a stole?
Yeah. Or you wear them like at graduation. Those
right.
The,
Yeah.
The little sash bit.
Yeah, I was thinking of the Pope, but yeah, same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like those guys could use some potions from the Fountain of Peace. Just saying.
I do like the opalescent scissors because that's terrifying. That sounds terrifying.
Okay.
If you're okay with combining them, well,
Yeah,
they're both his.
That's fine.
That probably would be like the most difficult thing that can happen to you. Be clipped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Any others?
What is on the list?
The list. That's like, the master list when people show up. Where do they go?
Oh, it's like the Bureau's master record.
Right.
Mhm.
It's like your index. Like, oh, okay, yeah, you're going here, you're going there. And so
yeah.
it's not necessarily like not a physically finite object. That's one of those things where we could be tapping into the tech and magic thing of like whatever's on the list is whatever is relevant.
No, I kind of see the map as being the same, actually, right? You just have to have a little scrap of cloud nearby, and you could touch it, and the map will like light up in the cloud.
Right. So they both have this like indexing kind of.
Yeah.
They're both kind of like indexing technology magic stuff.
So it's not so much that you own it, but you have to have access to it. If you don't have access to it, you can't use it. Yeah.
Right. I like do we want to combine those as basically like a this is kind of like your
Eh,
or are
I think
they
they can be separate. You can have them
okay,
both,
that works.
but we could put them together and say that they live and die together. I guess if you want, I'm fine with that.
They're part of some larger, like they're called the list and the map, but in reality, they're like maybe programs or something that are like record keeping something. Yeah, like a database
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
That's funny. We had the same kind of idea about how it works. I like that a lot. That was cool. I think we're dialing in on what this place is like, right? That's a cool feeling. Okay. What else? Anything else?
Can I just clarify about ice cream? I don't think it should be combined with
Please.
anything, but I'm imagining this ice cream is like condensed down from memories, so it could be like the happiest time of your life, and you eat it and it allows you to like relive those
Oh my
feelings.
god.
Oh, okay.
A
Okay.
consumed it's basically a potion at that point.
Yeah.
Right.
Memory ice cream.
There we go. That's a clarification.
That's very cool. I like that a lot. What's the shepherd's crook do? Anything?
I had the idea that it was kind of also another kind of just item of station. It could possibly be something that like the actual shepherds use as just like a mark of station kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Or they could, in fact, literally like stage hook the wandering
souls.
souls with it. Just get over here.
It's like a containment system.
Right.
Amazing.
A little
Like
lights
the-
appear along the staff showing that says, "Oh, you stocked 7 souls today. Good job." You
Like
finished
the like
quota.
the yeah
Oh.
like like
Got
the
'em.
ghost traps and Ghostbusters.
Yes. Fantastic.
Get back
Sweet.
here.
Okay. Man, now that I'm looking at it, I kind of like the opalescent level barometer too, but anyway, it's fine. We'll leave it with the scissors. Okay. I feel pretty good about this. Y'all want to do any more or should we vote?
I think I'm good to vote,
Yeah.
personally.
Okay. Let's make some magic. We gotta do 1, 2, 3. Why are you like this? There we go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. We will do 5 votes.
Okay.
Ready, go. Oh no.
What's oh no?
I ran out of votes already.
Those
Better
went
run
too
vote.
quickly.
10 votes. No, I'm just kidding.
All the every votes.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, we've got an assortment, Will.
Yeah, we really do. That's
Okay.
great. Love it.
Still filling out the sticky. What's the first one?
Okay, memory ice cream.
Everybody loved your memory ice cream. Once we understood what you were going for, we thought it was the best.
What number did it have? 3?
I unvoted wing serum and I'm so disappointed. Oh well, it's okay. It had 3, yeah. The opalescent scissors also had 3. What if I group this cloud thing with the map and the list?
Sure.
Is that okay?
That makes
It's a little
sense.
after the fact, but
No,
it's kind of what we talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Then we got lots of 2s. So we had the map, the list had 3 also, and then we've got a bunch of 2s.
Yeah. The Battle Vest style stoles.
Battle Vest style stoles, yep. And the Truthsayer Vox module.
And then the Golden Rot Spear of the Endless Miracle.
Right. And then
Did
we have
Shepherd's Crook make it in, or is it a oneer?
That's a one.
It's a 1. Halo was 1. Archivist Guide to the
everything was
Multiverse
one.
1. Archangel Wings Equipment 1. Level Barometer 1. Yeah. Yeah.
Whew, this was a spicy one.
Yeah. It really was. Very cool though. I like it a lot.
I'm really interested the fact that we said that like there wasn't going to be a very violent place. However, they have spears and battle vestments just in
Yeah.
case.
Just in case.
Or it's a carryover from, aeons past.
Previous times.
That's just what we wear. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I could see that. Or it could also be like an age thing too. Could be different in different ages. We could talk about that. There's some fun for us to do as game designers when we get to sort of the next level on this. What do you think about this from an artist standpoint, Amanda?
I think this is very, very fertile ground for coming up with fun stuff.
Good.
This seems very, there's a lot of really cool fun stuff here. I'm looking forward to digging into.
That's awesome. Well, I think this is us. Do you want to just go through and plug anything you've got to plug or anything really quickly? Em, got anything to plug?
Let's see here. Yeah, I am 1/4 of the group Level 1 Geek, where we do actual plays, edutainment. We blog about how to get into this beautiful hobby of TTRPGs, because you don't need a nerd degree to start doing this sort of stuff, right? You can start at level 1 just like the rest of us.
Awesome. Amanda?
I'm Amanda. You can find me all over the internet doing art stuff for tabletop RPGs or comics. My comic is Age of Night, which you can find at ageofnight.com. I have Patreon and Ko-Fi and all of those things, and I'm on all sorts of social media as either Age of Night or Amanda Kahl Art. So those are places you can find me.
Awesome. Adam, and if you want, you can plug somebody else's stuff too. That's fine. If you want to tell people all about lasers and feelings, now's your chance. But...
No, no, I'm just glad to be here and join for this. It was really fun.
Yeah, thanks for joining. Very cool. Very cool. All of you. This is a lot of fun. For me, just, buy my games. Go. That's it. All right.
Do it. Buy the games.
Yeah. Do it now. That's all.
Just links
Oh, you can
below.
also like and
I don't
subscribe
have
to
the
this
money.
stupid channel if you want. I'll say all the YouTube things. Just like and subscribe, everybody. Let's go. Yeah, but it actually does help. So if you want to do it, go for it. That's it.
Should we do
Should we wave
awkward waves
goodbye?
out?
Okay,
Really
bye.
super.
Barbie smile?